if somebody opens up the playbook for Changemakers and they say, oh, I want to do Changemakers, and you see the 8 sessions that we offer and all the different content, and we do talk about networking a bit, but it's kind of this hidden gem that comes with Changemakers. And so if you step back and think about it, when you're a part of a Changemakers cohort, you are going to meet people from different organizations. And when I facilitate those sessions, I'm really, really intentional with things like breakout rooms, so that I try not to put people that work together in breakout rooms as much as I possibly can, because I know that's also the whole point of Changemakers. Hopefully you're going through it with a buddy from your organization, so you'll get that chance offline. What you don't normally get is the chance to hear other people's perspectives. What's happening in somebody else's organization? How are they doing this? And now the beauty of it is you've gone through this cohort with people now that you have a common language. You have a relationship that you're building, you have a common language, you've built trust over time, and that's really important too. You've built trust in these rooms to have some tricky conversations and be a little bit vulnerable about, here's some things I'm trying in my organization and it hasn't worked for me. People are directly saying those things, like, this does not work. I've tried it. What am I doing wrong? And we'll have some real conversations in there. So it's building these relationships. And I've already seen people refer to that where in a totally different networking event, 2 of our participants had the opportunity to run into each other and to see each other. And now they've got that relationship built. So when you're struggling with something at work, you have people. It's great to have people within your organization. I also think that external perspective is so important, that you can call somebody up and say, hey, remember that thing we learned in Changemakers? I really want to implement it and I'm struggling with it a little bit. Like, did you try it? How did that go? How did it work for you? What did you try differently? Or even the courage to do it. Like, I really want to try to do this thing different. I'm kind of nervous about this. Would you help me walk through it? And you can you have that instant network of people that you can contact. And we really encourage that, and through the breakout rooms. And I intentionally talk about it in my sessions. I try to point out to people, how cool is this, that you have this new set of people that you're going through this program with, that you can support each other, that you can, call upon one another. And I really try to bring that out and be very intentional, since there isn't a whole one-day session necessarily dedicated to it, right? They don't come back and do a whole day on networking. This is something that we're going to give you the tools to do, and we'll give you some common language around it, and then you have to take some steps to go do that, which is why I try to be very intentional about it in the sessions that we do. Like, let's help you build this as an addition to all of the content that we're going through. So I love to network anyway, so I get very excited about helping other people realize those connections, see them, and build them.